Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest live stream. We are back. We are back with the live streams, man. We had to bring it back ASAP. It's absolutely going off. It is going off. News is buzzing left, right, and center. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't even keep up. We cannot keep up, and this is why we need to do regular live streams to stay on top of things. We as a community, we need to talk as to what is going on. We need to make sense of all of this. I need to see all your comments on a regular basis because it's mad. It's mad, from Kobbie Mainoo to Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall potentially going to a massive club in Europe. Apparently it's in Germany. There's news in regards to Nkunku. He's potentially going to move out this window. This, that, the other. There's a lot. There's Nico Williams, link that's floating around. Jamie Gittens, I think that's his name. Jamie Gittens. His name is getting floated around, and so many other players that have a huge question mark on them. Chukwuemeka transfer saga could be very interesting as well. Lots of suitors for Chukwuemeka. João Felix, what's going on with him? Is he actually going to be part of is he going to be part of the Chelsea squad moving forward? Whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a solid squad ready to fight in the second half of this season for Enzo Maresca and us, the Chelsea fans, because things are getting very, very sticky. Things are getting very, very sticky, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester City seems like they've found a second wind all of a sudden, and we knew that was going to happen. It's just sad that it's happened already before us facing them. Nottingham Forest is ahead of us by 4 points. Newcastle are on fire. Newcastle are the team absolutely on form. Newcastle, I think they're 1 point away from us, or 2 points, something like that. I think they're 1. Man City's 2. So look, it is going to be a tough, very, very tough second half of the season. So we're going to talk about all of that. And yes, Ashraf, City are cooking with the transfers. They're not sitting around. Manchester City are going to be buying players this window, and they're buying some big players. Ladies and gentlemen, big up to each and every one of you guys. Already 100 of you guys are live. Thank you so much for joining in. We're going to have a lot of fun. From here on in, we need to be as frequent as possible, maybe even multiple streams throughout the day, just to keep up with all the madness that's going to happen. So big up to each and every one of you guys. Contribute and participate in the live chat. Let your opinions out there so that we can make a good conversation out of it. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to 38,000 subscribers. We are very, very close now. And then let's move to 40,000. We need that 40,000 ASAP. Big up, Milo. We messed up these past 4 games. We've messed up. We have messed up. We absolutely messed up. There's no two ways about that. Prior to the 4 games, we were in such a good spot, thinking, wow, yeah, licking our lips. 4 games, 4 juicy games coming up. We could potentially find ourselves maybe competing close to Liverpool. But now, oh my God, the way we collapsed, oh my days. City may get points deducted. Well, when's that happening, brother? When is that happening? Until that happens, we can't really say anything. Ruda, big up to you. Big up, Mizbay. I'm just glad we don't have to play Newcastle anytime soon. We have City on the 25th Jan, just in time when they're back in form. Brother, don't worry about Newcastle or Manchester City. Worry about Bournemouth. Don't worry. Don't just take Bournemouth for like some sort of a child's play. Bournemouth ain't going to be easy, even though they don't have their strikers. Both their strikers are gone. Evan Nilsson, I think, out for 4 or 5 weeks or something like that. And the other brother, the Turkish guy, Enes, I think his name is, he's gone for the season. So even then, do not disrespect Bournemouth. Our focus should be Bournemouth. Mikey, big up to you. I love Palmer. But he's been poor recently too. Yeah, look, of course he has. Now, let's get stuck into this. First up, Kobbie Mainoo. What is going on? What is actually happening here? Let's make some. Let's actually make some sense on this. So, ladies and gentlemen, now this is the latest since last night. We'll first go over here. Last night, this is what dropped. Let me just increase that a little bit. All right. Chelsea are ready to make a move as early as this month for Kobbie Mainoo if they receive encouragement from the player. These are coming from all of these supposed Man United sources that are quite reliable, apparently. So that is coming from Man United side of things. We're going to delve deeper into the whole situation. But this is what Simon Phillips, along with many other Chelsea journalists, Simon Phillips is not the only one, ladies and gentlemen. There are other Chelsea journalists that are actually saying there is legitimate interest on Kobbie Mainoo. Simon Phillips, this is what he put out recently on his publication. Sources: Chelsea trying to turn Kobbie Mainoo's head, plus Carney Chukwuemeka updates and more. And then on the right side, he goes on to say, back to Mainoo, Chelsea have basically just reached out to his agents to tell them they are interested and to see if anything is viable. Chelsea are interested. Like, get that through your head. Before anyone starts thinking, oh, this is fake news, this is agent talk. Chelsea are interested on Kobbie Mainoo. This is apparently a fact, and it's not just coming from Simon Phillips. It's actually coming from many other journalists, Chelsea journalists as well. And many Man United journalists are reporting this too. Where there is some smoke, there has to be some level of fire. You cannot be sitting there and dismissing any of this news. Remember when Sancho news came about? Do you guys remember? How many of you guys said, oh, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake, that blah, 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 blah. And I said, no, I don't think so. I don't think this is fake. Our owners once upon a time wanted Sancho. Sancho's not wanted at Man United. It could potentially happen. And boom, before you knew it, Sancho ended up happening. So read into the entire thing. And we're going to delve deeper because we need to understand the Kobbie Mainoo story completely. My top sources messaged me late last night and said, we are trying to turn Mainoo's head. We heard yesterday that he ideally wants to stay in Manchester, but maybe this is where agent Cole Palmer comes in. Chelsea are certainly trying, and it could even happen this month. It certainly has some legs to it. Cole Palmer, ladies and gentlemen, recently on Instagram liked a post from what's his called? What's that account called? The Secret Scout. Cole Palmer liked a post from the Secret Scout stating that Kobbie Mainoo, Chelsea are interested in Kobbie Mainoo. Cole Palmer liked that. Cole Palmer, you think these guys, they don't have access to other team members? They both played with each other in the Euros. They're England internationals. They all keep a tab on each other. All right, now that we've established that there is definite interest from Chelsea on Kobbie Mainoo, let's try and make sense of this. Apparently, Kobbie Mainoo is looking for a new contract. All right. Now, let's quickly just also have a look. Let me just bring this up. Kobbie, how long is his contract right now? Let me just have a look at this. Let me bring this up. All right. So his contract is 30th June 2027. 30th June 2027. Let me just enlarge that a little bit. There you go. 30th June 2027. So there's still two more years left. Just a bit more than 2 more years. So I can understand why Man United, either there is a contract extension or it's time to decide whether you're going to be sold or not. So I can understand why there is a little bit of conversation regarding his contract renewal. So he's obviously looking for a new contract with Man United. A lot of the Man United fans, ladies and gentlemen, 2+1, someone's saying 2+1, okay, whatever the case is, right? It's probably the time where they want to start talking about a new contract, young player, this, that, the other. A lot of the Man United fans are saying he doesn't fit Ruben Amorim's plans. He doesn't fit Ruben Amorim's plans. Apparently, he doesn't fit into the double pivot. He's not really the profile that Ruben Amorim's looking for in the double pivot. And up front in the half spaces, he's not really a winger. He'll have to play as a number 10 in the half spaces. He doesn't really fit that either. So there could be a situation. And on top of that, Manchester United apparently have financial fair play issues. They do need to apparently sell players. And what's the best way to sell players in order to get quick profit is pure profit, academy products. So that's the other problem that they have. So from that perspective, it kind of makes sense. I thought that there is no way that we're gonna get. It's not gonna happen. Man United is not gonna sell Kobbie Mainoo. I thought this is impossible, but they seem to be open for it. Their fan base, a lot of them are quite open for this to happen. If they feel if the right money is there, they're happy to part ways. So from a Man United point, I think there is also legitimate interest that if there's a solid offer, they'll part ways. So you can understand from that perspective. You can understand Chelsea being very opportunistic and reaching out to Kobbie Mainoo's agent to see if there's a deal. But here's my perspective, and this is where I need to understand from you guys. I think Kobbie Mainoo is so unnecessary. Why are we going after Kobbie Mainoo? I get it. It's an opportunistic move. Young player. If you can get him for cheap, lock him down for a long contract, this could potentially turn out to be an absolute moneymaker. I get it from a business point of view. England international, Kobbie Mainoo, talented player. But why does Chelsea need him? What benefit do we have in getting someone like Kobbie Mainoo right now? We have Andre Santos. Why aren't we recalling him back? We have Santos. We've got Enzo Fernandez. We've got Caicedo. I understand we need a midfielder because Lavia is always injured. I get that. There's Ugochukwu as well. But we have Santos. So now it makes me think, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel like Santos is ahead. Santos is far more suited to our needs than Kobbie Mainoo. We don't need Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo, what's the difference between him and say someone like Lavia? The only difference is Lavia is injured all the time. Or Kobbie Mainoo or Enzo Fernandez. We have that profile. We don't need Kobbie Mainoo. But you know what it makes me say? It makes me think. I have a feeling, and don't get me Dodgers tweet about Santos. I'm going to get to that, my man. In fact, let's get to that right now. I love it. You guys are on top of your game. I absolutely love it. You guys are on top of your game. Ezinho, I'm going to come to your comment here because that's an interesting one. Matt Law, here we go. He's talking about Nicholas Jackson as well. All right, there's a lot that Matt Law has spoken about. Matt Law is speaking a lot there. All right, let's have a look at what this Andre Santos news is all about. I have always been told Andre Santos will spend the season at Strasbourg and come back as a first-team squad player. They fully commit and believe it's the best. I have heard nothing to throw me off that path, but never say never with this ownership. Never say never with this ownership. Even Matt Law, reputable journalist when it comes to Chelsea news and transfer news. I hate his opinions, by the way. Even he's saying, never say never. This is why I'm saying, do not be surprised if we end up getting Kobbie Mainoo, Do not be surprised. And that may then force Andre Santos to be sold or someone to be sold. Someone is definitely going to be sold. Now, my problem with all of this is, ladies and gentlemen, why are we doing this, man? This is not how you build a squad. This is not how you build a squad. We need a squad, man. This is why I said last summer, we are treating all of this like a stock market. Our owners, our directors, they love this. They love the transfer window. We are going to be doing 10,000 transactions every window. Every transfer. I thought last transfer window, wow, a lot of business done. Maybe we'll stop. No, every transfer window, these guys are ready. These guys are ready to do business. Chopping and changing and chopping and changing, bringing players unnecessarily. Look at all the players we brought in unnecessarily last window. We haven't even started talking about Dewsbury-Hall yet. And Dewsbury-Hall is, by the time we start talking about Dewsbury-Hall, he's probably already transferred out. And he just walked in, literally. Renato Vega, another one, brought in, and he's getting talked about. Now, I don't rate any of these players. It's not like I want them to stay at Chelsea Football Club. Don't get me wrong. I don't want them to stay. Why did we even get them? Why did we even bring them? So this is what I mean. Our owners, our directors, they look at transfer windows like a stock market situation, ladies and gentlemen, like a stock market. So my personal opinion on Kobbie Mainoo, it's unnecessary, but I get the feeling we may do this. I really do. The way it's moving, and if Man United, if they get a good offer, they'll accept it. They need the pure profit. They'll move on. They don't want to pay him all the money. Now, I don't know whether we're actually going to pay Kobbie Mainoo the money that he wants. Apparently, the word is 200K. Some Man United fans are saying that's not true. He's not on big wages over there. He's on some basic wages like 20,000 or 10,000. I could be wrong, but I think somewhere around 20,000. He's on basic wages. 200 is a huge leap for a young kid. Honestly, it is. As I said, personally, I don't think, Luke is saying he's on 20K. I don't think we need him, but don't be surprised if we get him. And don't be surprised if Andre Santos is sold, because Andre Santos' name is getting big. Do not be surprised if a club like PSG, for example, in Ligue 1, comes knocking on our door saying, we want Andre Santos for X amount of money. And our owners might just say, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Ezinho over here saying, me, stay focused. We don't need another kid. We need another proper. Brother, don't tell me to stay focused. This is why I brought this comment up. Don't tell me. I'm focused. I knew what I wanted in this window. I said, well, now I'm a little bit confused because I thought prior to the 4 games that we had, we're going to get a lot of points and we're going to be in a good position to perhaps compete for the title or whatever the case is, do something substantial. But now that we're not there, but even then, the second half of the season, I said, look, we need a striker to compete with Nicholas Jackson, and we need at least a midfielder. More than anything, we need one more midfielder to come in because we can't just continue on with Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. Romeo Lavia, yes, he might be back now, but he could be gone again. Do you know what I mean? He could be gone again. So I said, bring back Santos immediately. Bring him back. And then maybe a CB. Get rid of one of these CBs and get a nice, decent CB. So I'm focused, brother. I am absolutely focused. It's the club that's not focused. The club is not focused. Gugulethu Lavia is always injured. Now, all right. So that's Kobbie Mainoo, ladies and gentlemen. That is the latest over there. Now, let's talk about Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Let's go to the news again. Let's quickly read through what Matt Lowe had to say about Nicholas Jackson. If and when Chelsea do go for a striker, I think it will be out-and-out competition for Nicholas Jackson rather than a bench warmer type backup. I'm not saying Haaland or something, but someone who can go into the first team and challenge Nico. I think it's going to be Liam Delap. He's the name that is getting thrown around. I believe it might be him. We're going to come back to the CB situation later on, but I think it is prudent that we talk about Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Mark Geehy's name's getting thrown around as well. Chukwuemeka, I think is involved in that. So we'll talk about that. Christopher Nkunku, will come to that very, very soon. Okay, here we go. On Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, the message I got yesterday was that Chelsea would rather sell him than loan him out. I can't say who in case it messes up a deal. So this guy knows. This guy knows something, of course. Matt Law, in this situation, definitely knows that Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall is on the way out. What a waste. Why did we even get him? I don't get it. This is what I mean. Like, yes, it's a business. I fully understand it's a business, but we could have given Enzo Maresca a player that he could have utilized. Enzo Maresca looks at his bench and he doesn't trust a single player. This guy doesn't even make the bench, by the way. He doesn't even make the Premier League bench. I don't know why we got him. Yes, I think it's all business. It's about building a relationship with Leicester. It's about helping them out with their PSR, so one day they can help us out as well. Well, they helped us out with Michael Golding, right? Gave us a pure profit there, even though it was minute, but still, nonetheless, I think we did the same thing. And maybe down the track, if we ever like a Leicester player, they're probably going to give us the first dibs. Now, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys have missed the news. We're going to go through that very, very soon. But before that, as you can see here, I can't say who in case it messes up the deal. There's one massive club in Europe, in Europe in for him. It's genuine. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. Now, a lot of people are asking, who is this massive club in Europe? Well, apparently the massive club is well, there's that news. Germany. I thought I saw from somewhere Germany. Give me 1 second. I think it might have been Ashraf who sent me that link. Jan 8. Oh, okay. That was a while back. All right. That was yesterday. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall has high-profile interest from Germany. I don't know whether it's going to actually be Germany or not, but that's one of them. But then we just saw something latest as well from CFC Daily. He retweeted Sam C. Understand a few clubs, including West Ham, have inquired to Chelsea to see the possibility of Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall and what conditions would need to be met. Player wants to be playing regularly, and that's understandable. One to watch. So West Ham, you never know with Graham Potter over there. West Ham might be Dortmund. Who knows? There's Germany as well, apparently. But I want to take you guys to Felix, who I don't know if you guys have seen this incident from Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. If you haven't, obviously you might have caught my last video that highlighted this situation. But we're going to see it very soon. Here we go. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Dewsbury-Hall just retweeted this and then deleted it. This came from CFC Ivan. I still think Maresca could have handled him better. He's not the scrub everybody thinks he is. And there you go. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall reposted. Look, he's going. There's no way you're going to have Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall sticking around at Chelsea Football Club after that incident. Well, look at this. Yeah, you can't tell me, it was by mistake I retweeted that. It was a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake. You hit the retweet button. Yeah, sure that was a mistake. And then you deleted it. You knew what you were doing. You wanted to get a bit of attention, and you got that attention. And I feel, honestly, do you know what? I don't even feel angry at Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. It's not his fault that he's come to Chelsea Football Club. I'm annoyed at the directors. I'm annoyed at the owners, why they do a transaction like this. And I feel sad for Maresca. He's been thrown into this whole thing where, what's he meant to do? There's so many players. What's he going to do? He's unable to give Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall any minutes in the Premier League. Players like Nkunku and João Felix don't get minutes. Forget about Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. So, but it's just sad that Enzo Maresca has to be part of this whole nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Like, now you got Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall who's acting like an idiot on social media. So, look, I get it that it's not his fault that he's at Chelsea Football Club, but don't create controversy on social media. You do things like that, people see it, and then before you know, the media is going to talk about it. So look, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, a player that needs to leave this window, 100%. There's no room for him. Absolutely no room for him. Dodgers tweet about Mainoo. Matt Law, don't think it's happening. All right, let's get back to Mainoo. Let's have a look. And then we're going to get to Nkunku. We've got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. Ashraf, thank you so much for keeping all of us up to date. Brilliantly appreciate that a lot. Here we go. Latest on Kobbie Mainoo. Let's have a look. On Kobbie Mainoo, it's true to say Chelsea like him, but a way of anything happening there. He's on a list, but he's not available. There has been no conversation or discussion on him. I think he will probably end up signing a new deal at United. All right, let's see. Let's see. I mean, look, the logical way to look at this is, why would Man United want to get rid of an important youngster that they can, that can be their poster boy for years to come? But there is the situation of financial fair play. Apparently, they need money. And there is also the situation whether Ruben Amorim actually wants Kobbie Mainoo or not, because that profile might not fit for Ruben Amorim. So let's watch this space. Look, I don't want Kobbie Mainoo. There's no need for him. I think he's a talented player. Don't get me wrong. He's an absolutely talented player, but I think it's absolutely unnecessary. There's no need for it. And Matt Lowe is saying that it looks like, it's just we're looking for an opportunity here. We're not full gun ho, but maybe we are just there seeking an opportunity. Okay, now next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Mark Guéhi. Let's talk about Mark Guéhi, and then we talk about Nkunku. This is what Matt Law is saying about Mark Guéhi. Chelsea asked Crystal Palace for a valuation for Mark Guéhi, which is why it all blew up this week. I don't know what it was, but I'm told it hasn't moved past that yet. I'm told that it's unlikely they could sign him this month without either outgoings or something in the opposite direction. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand why we after Mark Guéhi, because this guy is not a needle mover. He's not really a game changer for us. But I get it. Once again, it's business. We have a buyback clause, so there'll be a discount involved there. There's Chalobah as well over there, where we can potentially get some more discount by selling Chalobah. And I believe his contract is close to coming to an end. So potentially we can get a little bit of discount in that regards, because his contract's coming to an end. And Crystal Palace will definitely not want him to go out on a free. But I don't understand. There's no difference between getting Mark Guéhi and just keeping some of the defenders that we have. It's the same. It's absolutely the same. And apparently there's also rumors. Where did I see? I saw somewhere. There's news just flying so many places, left, right, and center, that maybe Chukwuemeka could be going to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is also a target for Chukwuemeka, and that would mean potentially there could be a deal for Mark Guéhi. We're going to get to Gittens and Nico Williams. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Guéhi, man, I don't understand why we are linked with him. Honestly, he's not the standard. He's absolutely not the standard. Mark Guéhi's quality, buy him. This is mad one. I don't know his quality. Look, he's a good defender, but aerially he's got poor stats. And I've seen him have bozo moments as well. I've watched Crystal Palace. He's not good, man. He's not good. Guéhi upgrades Desasi. Is that what we just want? Just to upgrade on Desasi? It's not that difficult to upgrade Desasi. Desasi is on the floor. Anyone is an upgrade to Desasi. We need better, man. We need far, far better. Mark Guéhi is not winning us. He's not driving us to win trophies. Looks like Guéhi ain't happening either. Thank God. Dodger tweet Matt Law. Well, let's have a look at this Dodgers tweet again on Mark Gehe. It's not saying that it won't happen. I think I'm told that it's unlikely that he could sign him this month. This is the thing. You guys have to understand, this month. It could potentially still happen in the summer without either outgoing or something in the opposite direction. There you go. So look what Matt Law is saying here. Look what Matt Law is saying here. I'm told that it's unlikely they could sign him this month. So not altogether. It could potentially still happen in the summer. And we're definitely going for defenders, because some of the defenders that we have, we probably need to depart with them. Without either outgoing, so we know there's going to be outgoings, that's for sure. Desarcy, he's going to be in the market. He probably needs to move on. Buddy Ishil is probably another one that needs to move on. Or something in the opposite direction. So we know that they have Chalaba, and I have seen news in regards to Chukwuemeka as well. So potentially that could happen as well. Now, all right, people are talking about this centre back. Look at this. Chelsea like Bournemouth centre back Ilya Zabarny. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Ilya Zabarny. A lot of Premier League teams like this defender, man. A lot of Premier League. And there's another defender that they have, Hussein, I think. He's another very good defender for Bournemouth. Bournemouth, this is why they've been doing well. They've landed some top quality CBs. And this is why they've been performing so well under Areola. Now, there's Ilya Zabarny, and then there's also Ronald Araujo. Araujo is a very, very good defender. I've watched Barcelona quite a few times. I like Araujo. Look, Araujo has problems as well. I remember, what's his name? Gundogan, Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan had a lot of smart things to say about Araujo not that long ago, last season. So there, look, he's also culpable of bozo moments here and there, but overall, he's a strong defender, man. He's a ball-playing defender, and he defends well. Overall, he defends well. There are some mistakes here and there, but overall, he does defend well. So look, obviously, these two options are there too. Let's see what you guys are saying. Luke, Ronald Araujo is always injured, bro, for fun of it. There you go. That's another problem. Araujo injury record is similar to... There you go. So do we want that? Probably not. It's no same. Araujo, big up DLM Perplex. Why not go for Kubasi? Wow. Look, Barcelona ain't going to let go of Kubasi. Now, okay, so that's centre-back conversation. Let's talk a little bit about Nkunku, ladies and gentlemen. On Christopher Nkunku, I'm confident he will go. It's just whether it's January or summer. If they get a good bid for him, they'll accept it. Guys, look, it's confirmed. Matt Lowe saying, I'm confident he will go. Now, as soon as I see that, ladies and gentlemen, get rid of him now. Get rid of him now. And you can tell, man. You can tell with Nkunku, ladies and gentlemen, it's so clear as daylight. Crystal clear. He's not trusted by Enzo Maresca. He barely gets any Premier League minutes. And you can tell that he's probably not finding it all that exciting to be here anymore, to be at Chelsea Football Club. He needs to move on. The fact that it is pretty much confirmed that he's not part of Chelsea future, I don't want him to stick around. It is going to be detrimental. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, it is going to be detrimental to keep Nkunku now with the team. Very detrimental. Why? Because the club doesn't see any future with him, and he also is not feeling it with the club anymore. So having an individual like that in the club is not good for anyone. He's not going to be able to give the 100% effort because his heart is not here anymore. Because also Chelsea, his employer, kind of giving him the message that you're not wanted either. So I hope, I pray for all parties involved in this transfer window, and Nkunku moves on. And I get the feeling we're going to be trusting Mark Guehi a lot more. And we did. Last game, Mark Guehi was favored and Nkunku wasn't. I'll be shocked, ladies and gentlemen, if Nkunku doesn't leave this transfer window. I'll be absolutely shocked. In life, no limits. Big up to you. Big up, Miz. Letting go of Nkunku now without bringing in a bona fide goal scorer is suicide. I think it's suicide as well. I do. But I don't think we will get anyone. I wouldn't even mind a short-term solution. This is why I didn't mind that that Kolomoani link. I didn't mind. If it was for a short term on a loan, for a short term, fair enough, compete with Nicholas Jackson. But I get the feeling we're not going to do any business. I get the feeling we're going to be relying on Margu. And it's sad. Enzo Maresca is literally going to be told to do magic and some madness in the second half of the season. It's not fair. He should have a striker ready to compete against Nicholas Jackson, giving him another option from the bench. It will be suicide. It really will be. But then again, by letting go of Nkunku, we don't even use him, no? We don't use him. So how much of a suicide is it? We don't use Nkunku in the Premier League. We use him in the Conference League. And please, anyone can play in the Conference League. Ha saying we're getting Delap. Watch. I think we are. Not in the January window, though, because Ipswich are fighting in the relegation battle. But I do think we are getting Delap in the summer. Definitely have an eye on Liam Delap. I would suggest a heavy one. There you go. There you go. I think it's going to be Liam Delap in the summer. I think that's the way we are moving. All right. Let's see what else is going on. So we talked about Mainoo. We talked about Nkunku. Yes, Dewsbury-Hall. We need to talk about Chukwuemeka. But before that, look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is also getting floated around. I know this is from Ben Jacobs, so we have to take it, I suppose, the pinch of salt, basically. Jamie Gittens, who has been described as England's next superstar, and Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams are both still being tracked by Chelsea. I believe Simon Phillips also talked about, look, both Gittens and Nico Williams are fantastic. Nico Williams is a player I love. The reason why there's rumors about wingers is because Mudrik's career at Chelsea Football Club, I think, is over. Mudrik's sample B test apparently will be coming out this month or a month later. I don't think he's going to be a Chelsea player anymore. He's going to be suspended, and then we will need an attacker. If you get rid of Nkunku, and who knows what the future for João Felix is, it opens up a position for an attacker. And Madueke as well. I know we've got Esteban William coming up. But yeah, look at this. Matt Law, definitely have an eye on Liam Delap. I would suggest a heavy one. This is coming from Matt Law via Simon Phillips. Axel Desassi news. We'll get to that. Okay, so here we go. Some David Ornstein. Chelsea. So this is from the big dog, David Ornstein, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea maintain their interest in Nico Williams, but the package is just shy of 60 million euros at the moment because it fluctuates with inflation, and you have to pay it in full. This is where it becomes a problem, because you have to pay it in full, which is a problem with PSR and cash flow. And then he's on a really high salary. So it's a player apparently we like a lot, but it's a player, the financial terms are probably not viable. Jamie Gittens, keep an eye out for that. I think the way we are dangling our players in the likes of Chukwuemeka, and let's get to Chukwuemeka. Let's actually get to Chukwuemeka now. Because, yeah, look, Jamie Gittens and Nico Williams, I don't think it's going to happen this window, but it's something to look out for in the next window. But then again, if we hear something in regards to Mudryk, let's see if we can get some Mudryk news. I think PYS tweeted something out. Yeah, there we go. Mudryk's B sample is expected back this month. So we're going to hear something about Mudryk's B sample coming out this month. Bottom line, I think he's done. I really do think he is done, and it's not gonna happen. All right, let's have a look at PYS. So there's a lot of stuff about Chukwuemeka. There's a lot of stuff about Chukwuemeka that we need to talk about. There's Chasere Cassidy. He's on the move as well. He's on the move. Definitely, he's leaving. He's going. We're going to be a bit short for Conference League minutes. We want to be able to give some of these. Look at this. If you guys had missed this out, Cole Palmer likes a post about Mainoo to Chelsea, the secret scout. Cole Palmer liking it. I mean, something is brewing. Something is brewing. Whether it happens or not, we'll find out. There you go. Pletigo, very, very reputable when it comes to German news. Borussia Dortmund are interested in Kani Chukwuemeka. We seem to be interested too with Jamie Gittens, and now Kani Chukwuemeka's name is getting touted. That'd be a nice move for Chukwuemeka, you know. Attackers shine in the Bundesliga, especially for Dortmund too, and someone like Chukwuemeka, I think, will absolutely kill it. Will absolutely kill it in Borussia Dortmund. Several scouts from Chelsea and Liverpool have been watching Jamie Mainoo Gittens. There you go, Fabrizio Romano. So Chelsea are definitely interested in this player. Definitely interested in this player. There's more news in regards to Chukwuemeka. I wonder where it is. Maybe it's with Dodgers. There was a whole heap of news. There we go. Chukwuemeka, Borussia Dortmund have an interest in signing Kani Chukwuemeka on a loan deal with an option to buy. There we go. Loan with an option to buy. Yes, Strasbourg. Yes, Felix. I got to go to Felix. Strasbourg is an option for Kani Chukwuemeka this month. It would require Chelsea recalling one of their 3 loanees already with their French sister side. Look, I wouldn't be opposed to this one bit if Kani Chukwuemeka goes to Strasbourg and we get Santos back. I think that's a win-win for all parties involved. Chukwuemeka doesn't get any minutes at Chelsea Football Club, and it would be nice for him to get minutes at Strasbourg, go out there and ball out, and we get Santos. That would be nice. But I think also Felix talked about this. So there could be some legs in regards to Chukwuemeka potentially going to Strasbourg. There could be some. There we go. Direct brief from Chelsea, so we know it's true. Loan to Strasbourg for Kani is perfect. Would elevate them so much, and he can show his world-beater talent when playing consistently. Pretty easy decision to recall Wiley with his injury. Wow. We're not going to be looking at Santos. We're going to be recalling Wiley with his injuries, plus Moreira performing so well. Oh, my God. Why do we need any of these 2 players if we do send him there? So Bobby Vincent talked about this Strasbourg loan and option for Kani Chukwuemeka, but Chelsea will need to recall one of Santos, Georgia Petrovic, or Caleb Wiley first. FIFA rules state a club is allowed no more than 3 players to be loaned from another club. So we're definitely not going to get Petrovic, and Santos we're keeping there. It's probably going to be Wiley because he's injured. Strasbourg is an option for Kani Chukwuemeka this month per Chelsea sources, but move would require Chelsea recalling one of their 3 loanees already with the French sister side. So, ladies and gentlemen, my days. Yeah, it's not the players that we want, man. It's not the players that we want. Caleb Wiley, he's probably going to come back because he's injured, Santos is just going to stay there. Sedan saying, Miz, what about Chilwell? No news. There's literally no news. There's no one interested about Chilwell. You know why? He's on mad wages. He's on mad wages with us. So that's probably not going to happen either. Looks like, but he needs to go. Chilwell needs to go. Looks like Leslie Ugu will be the one returning for backup midfield instead of Santos, which they said Santos will stay until the summer. Well, apparently Ugochukwu, he's now, he's favored at Southampton. I'm not sure. Is there any solid rumors whether he's coming back or not? He might actually might be staying at Southampton because he's now favored over there. So I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. In Life No Limits, asking these sporting directors to assemble a title-winning squad is like asking Miz to design and build the best credit assessment app. No dismiss, but I'm guessing it's not something you've done. Hey, I've done the best credit assessment app, mate. Look, I'm a solid credit assessor. Don't worry about that. Now, but I understand what you're trying to say. It's we need to build a squad, and right now, if you have a look at our team, we are disadvantaging Enzo Maresca. In the second half of this season, Enzo Maresca needs all the help, man. He's looking at the bench and he's not finding any comfort. He's not able to find comfort in João Felix. He's not able to find comfort in Nkunku. He doesn't rate Renato Veiga. He doesn't utilize Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Mudryk is gone. There's a lot of problems. Our B team is decimated. Our B team is finito. We don't have a B team no more. There is no B team. So we need help. Enzo Maresca needs help. Or else we are going to suffer. We are absolutely going to suffer. We have to build a proper squad, man. Enough with this stock market attitude. Duke saying, when are we selling Tosin? Tosin, another one. I'm not convinced with Tosin. I'm not convinced with Desasi. I'm not convinced with Badishil. There's a lot of problems, man. There's a lot of problems. I'm not convinced with the goalkeeper. And any more injuries to key players, you're done. You're absolutely done. God forbid, touch wood, if something happens to Cucurella. How important is Cucurella to the team? Imagine if something happens to Cucurella. We are finito. Imagine if something happens in our midfield. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. We're done. Absolutely done. So we need to build a squad, man. We're not building a squad. Haj, big up to you, my man. We all know how this ends. We will turn over the squad and sign players we don't need, apart from maybe Delap, who is also raw. Then Maresca will get sacked. Rinse and repeat. Hey, this is Chelsea. This is the history of Chelsea. This is the history of Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Devin, big up to you, my man. The obsession with young players is ridiculous now. We need bona fide starters, leaders, players with some experience. 100%, man. 100% agree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If there's any other exciting breaking news that happened, then you'll see a video or maybe another live stream. But best believe, inshallah, in later on UK time, you will definitely have many shows lined up. I've actually got something lined up with Faz, not on this channel, but on his channel. And then day after tomorrow, tonight, his channel, tomorrow, my channel. So with Faz, it's going to be fantastic. We're going to talk a lot about Mainoo as well. And we'll see how all of this news transpires. We need players gone, and at the same time, we need some players in. Smash up the like button before you go. Please do not leave without smashing the like button. If you've enjoyed this conversation, enjoyed this update, please smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get to 38,000 subscribers. Let's not run away without subscribing, and let's not run away without liking. So yeah, until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.